Welcome back to the Campbell Pump Station and Reservoir that's operated and maintained by the Las Vegas Valley Water District. And joining me now is Mike Reed. He's a mechanical supervisor. He's been with the district for over 18 years now. And Mike, you work at a lot of facilities throughout the valley, but tell us why this one is so unique. We kind of touched on a couple points earlier, but I'll bet it's unique and it's fun to work at, right?
Yes, John, it's definitely unique for the Water District. It's our only pump station that runs off natural gas engines instead of electric motors. A lot of them are original to the station from 1968. They've been rebuilt over the years. We try to keep all that work in-house. Everything from paint, like you can see behind me, to rebuilds of the engines, retrofitting electrical panels, things like that.
And anything that we keep in-house is obviously a cost savings to our customers here in the Las Vegas Valley. Let's focus in a little bit more on what this facility, its role that it plays throughout the valley. Does it push water to a certain place of town? Does it go all over the place? And how much water does it move on an average day?
Average day in the summer will move around 35 million gallons a day, 15 million in the winter. We have 40 million gallons of storage capacity that we also get filled during the day from SNWS. We mainly send water to the strip corridor area, which will then feed out across town and feed the whole valley actually through here.
Yeah, what can you tell me about who the facility is named after, Thomas A. Campbell?
He's one of the four founders of the Water District, and there's actually a street near our headquarters that's actually named after him.
So we're here on level 2. We were up earlier on level 1 of the pump station, but these things caught my eye. So we've got 2 big air compressor tanks, and then the compressors that are next to you, and we use air to start the engines that we showed earlier. Is that true?
Yes, we have 2 compressors behind me that feed these 2 tanks. It compresses air to about 160 psi, sends it through piping to the engines, and they actually have air starters on them that start them, unlike your car that would be with a battery, an electric motor.
Yeah, does it kind of simplify things when you take out the electrical component and just use, something natural like compressed air?
Yeah, and the compressed air gives it a battery basically in reserve storage that if the power goes out, even they can start without power.
Yeah, cool. So we have some other motors here, though, that are just electric, and we're going to go see those right now?
Yep, you can go down there now.
Okay, Mike, so we're in the electric motor room now. I know we've got 4 of them, and I know they were added in 1975, but what else can you tell us about these motors that we have here?
These electric motors are 1,000 horsepower. They pump about 14,000 gallons a minute through the pumps. They've all been rebuilt within the last 10 years through our pump shop downtown in-house. They're all painted in-house, and we really try to keep the work here.
Yeah, I like the Water District blue, and I think another important point, we're filming this during the middle of the day. These aren't on. They actually run overnight, right, to conserve as much energy as possible.
Normally about 10 o'clock at night to 6 in the morning when everybody else is asleep.
You're going to let me start a motor, right?
Sure, we can do that.
Okay, well, I work here, so I guess they trust me enough to do that. But I know there's one other feature that we want to show off. You were mentioning conserving electricity, but there's another big way that we do that, and it's through gravity. I think we want to talk about that outside.
Yep, we can go up there.
We're now standing on top of the 40 million gallon reservoir. The pump station's behind us, Mike. Tell us about how we use gravity to our advantage.
We use elevations around town. We store the water up high. We let it flow down low. It's not only for cost savings, it's also for fire protection.
Yeah, it saves electricity, and by fire protection, you mean fire hydrants, or what do you mean by that?
Yeah, fire hydrants, that way if the power goes out, something like that, we have water available.
Well, Mike, thanks for the tour. Really cool facility, pretty cool, I'm sure it is for you to work on it day in and day out, and thanks for maintaining it for us.
You're welcome.